First and foremost, which vendor do you recommend for buying boxes and shipping supplies in bulk, specifically for non-FBA items, okay? Because obviously if you're shipping into FBA, you don't need to worry about boxes because Amazon will package things for you, right? Well, you ship a bunch of things in the one box when you ship it into FBA, but then they take them all out individually, store them on their shelves, and then ship them out for you individually in their own boxes, right? So obviously he's talking about non-FBA. So for me specifically, I don't actually order anything from like vendors or suppliers for boxes. You can, although it's going to, the issue with that is it's going to be relatively expensive compared to the things I'm going to suggest next, as well as the fact that you're only going to be able to order in bulk to get a good price, and then you're going to be stuck to that box dimension, which if you're shipping out or you don't have replenishables or you're shipping out things that have different sizes is not the way that you want to go. So I would probably recommend don't look at vendors, don't look at suppliers for boxes specifically. If you're selling on eBay, a great way to do that if you have a store is to get eBay boxes, right? If you're selling on Poshmark, then a great way to do that is getting free USPS boxes, because everything on Poshmark ships through the post office via USPS.com, and there's a video in the course showing you how to get free shipping supplies. I don't remember if that's in the Poshmark tips module or if it's in the general reselling tips module, but it's in there. Go search for it. It will outline how to get free boxes from the post office for you. So if you're shipping from eBay, get eBay boxes. They cost a little bit of money, but you can get a bunch of different things, or you can use what I'm about to say next. If you're shipping from Poshmark, go to USPS, get a bunch of different size of boxes. I personally like the padded flat rate envelopes. It fits most things and it protects your items, but there's also smaller boxes there, bigger boxes there, a number of things, okay? Or you can also do what I do, which is if you're ordering things from Amazon just for you personally, or if you're ordering things from Amazon for cashback products or coupon products or books from Amazon or books from anywhere, right? What's gonna happen is you're going to get a box, or ordering anything, right? You're gonna get a box with that actual delivery, right? So break your boxes down and save them. If you actually go to the shipping into FBA tutorial in the course, you can see all the boxes that I have, and that's just one of the boxes full of boxes that I have, right? I have at least 2 or 3 of those, if not 4 of those boxes in my basement where I actually ship out. And so I save them all because that way I have a number of boxes for free. So I'm increasing my profit margins by not spending money on boxes when I'm actually shipping stuff out for myself. So I'm saving them all. On top of that, I'm saving all of them. So I have a bunch of different kind of dimensions, both big and small, because I think the smallest ones you can get are like 10 inches by like 7 inches by 3 inches, right? So they kind of look like this, and then they're kind of little boxes. So those are perfect. And then you can also save a lot of the bubble tape and the bubble mailers that come with that. So, you can kind of put something small into those small boxes and then protect it with like the bubble or the poly bags or whatever they're called, like the little air pocket things. I don't know the term, but I know it's pretty obvious to understand what I'm saying, right? So that's what I would recommend. For those, save your boxes from everywhere that you order, but especially Amazon, and then reuse those, okay? Just make sure that if you're shipping out, I don't recommend necessarily doing it for Poshmark or Mercari, but you can. If you're shipping out with Amazon FBA, you can do that as well, although I would recommend that you probably use the poly mailers that I also recommend, or something along those lines, right? You can get padded poly mailers, you can also get very, very cheap poly mailers, and I believe if I'm not mistaken, it's either in the very, very beginning of the course, like the 4th or 5th lecture where I actually go over things that you need. Excuse me, actually, it's the second, let me check really fast while I'm kind of saying it. It's the second module now. I don't know, I'm holding up a 1. It's the second module now in Online Arbitrage Pro 5.0. I actually made that an entirely new module for new students. So let me check really fast to make sure. It is, so module 2, I think the second lecture, if not the first lecture in module 2. So the supplies that will help you start and scale your reselling business, I kind of touch on those things, but those poly mailers are exactly what I use, right? Now, if you need to kind of pad it and protect it, you can use the free USPS padded mailers and wrap your item in there and then put it in a poly mailer. I do that a lot. Obviously, you don't want to advertise that you're doing that because the post office won't like that you're using that as like a free poly mailer or a padded envelope thing. But that's kind of how I approach it. So check that out. That's what I do. Now, if you're stuck on buying boxes specifically, what I'd recommend that you do is I'm gonna use this as an example of a box because I don't actually have any boxes here because I don't ship out from my apartment, right? So this is like a square, and this thing's freaking incredible, by the way. It's a kind of a productivity hack. So whenever I need to get some deep work done, I literally just put my phone in here, I lock it, bam, I lock it for an hour, maybe 2 hours, whatever, and then I can't touch my phone. I'm gonna make a video on this on YouTube pretty soon because I'm pretty stoked about it and it's awesome. Little productivity hack for you there. But let's pretend that this is a box because it's the closest thing that I have to explain this right here, right? So let's say hypothetically that, you know, maybe you're shipping out something that's small like a mouse, right? What you can do is you can put those little bubble things in there to protect it and then jam pack it tightly, or you can just resize your box. So if you do that, if you need to know how to resize a box, all you really need to do is get a box cutter, and let's say that like the things like up to here in the box, right? You just take a box cutter on all the corners, cut from there all the way up to the top, from there all the way up to the top, from there all the way up to the top, etc. on all sides, right? And then you fold those in and you tape the box shut so it's tighter and it protects your inventory a little bit easier. So resize boxes, poly mailers, you know, check out USPS.com for free padded mailers and free boxes. That's the way that I'd recommend that you go with that.